news for the state of Tennessee in 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 is made possible by Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Holly Thompson. We begin with the health alert. It's about a potentially deadly disease that's been confirmed in Tennessee. The CDC is warning about the Chagas disease that's commonly spread through what's called kissing bugs. So they're called kissing bugs because they sometimes bite people on the face. The bug defecates there on your face after the bite, and if you scratch the bite, a parasite gets into your bloodstream, causing infection. Symptoms very similar to the flu, but it can cause heart failure and other issues if it's not treated. A West Tennessee man is now accused of shooting a dog after his friend was reportedly bitten by that dog. Now, it happened in Shelby County. According to an arrest report from Memphis police, the friend of the suspect says she was bitten by her neighbor's dog who was not wearing a leash. The friend then called the suspect and told him what happened. We know the arrest report says the man went to the neighbor's house, grabbed the dog, and shot it several times. He is now facing several charges. A Middle Tennessee coach was asked to leave a football game during halftime. This was over proselytizing concerns. Now, some students and parents now coming to his defense, saying he did nothing wrong. In Montgomery County, students at Northwest High School there in Clarksville say assistant football coach Trey Campbell was reading his Bible to himself during the game, in which a few players went up to him. And during halftime, Campbell was asked to put his Bible down or leave, and Campbell decided to leave. One student says the situation is being misinterpreted, that he was leading a group prayer. The school district now investigating the matter.
Hello from the WVLT Newsroom. I'm Will Puckett. Right now, a Sevier County teacher is facing charges following an incident between Gatlinburg-Pittman High School and Unicoi County High School Friday night. Deputies say Brandon Burns assaulted two people after Friday's game between GP and Unicoi County. They say the incident did not involve any players or coaches, but it started with fans after both teams shook hands. Officials with Sevier County Schools say Burns is now suspended from teaching and banned from all sporting events. Police tell us he is a parent of one of the Gatlinburg-Pittman football players. He is charged with assault and is due in court on Monday.
All right, now we are checking First Alert weather with meteorologist Melanie Layden. So walk us through what we can expect these warmer temperatures this week.
Absolutely. You know, it's going to be feeling like summer here for the next several days ahead. We've got temperatures climbing back into the 90s all across the state here for a little while longer. And it's really not just us here in Tennessee. Notice the temperature trend across much of the country is going to stay warm. This is actually our 8 to 14 day outlook. So over the next 2 weeks, even as we head into the first official day of fall, we are going to be feeling temperatures that are going to be climbing up into the 90s, as I mentioned, every single day. Now, we're also going to be dry with this warm up too. We could maybe get just a stray shower in a few areas as we head into Thursday. A couple of areas across Middle Tennessee and East Tennessee near Knoxville, maybe back toward Memphis or Jackson, a stray shower or two. But the rain chance, as you can see here, only about 20% or so. And then as we go into Friday, we're looking dry. Our weekend dry as well, with those temperatures staying in the 90s. By next weekend or early next week, we're looking at upper 90s taking over, with humidity climbing back as well.
A raid in Fentress County recently rescued more than 24 horses. Officials say the horses were suffering from severe malnutrition and poor living conditions. Now, 2 Tennessee horse rescues are caring for those horses after that raid in Fentress County. Horse Haven of Tennessee and East Tennessee and volunteer equine advocates in Middle Tennessee, both responding to a campground and stables. That's where the sheriff's office says 25 horses and 2 ponies suffering from severe malnutrition and were in poor living conditions. All of the animals are now receiving veterinary care. From the WVLT Newsroom, I'm Will Puckett. Now back to you.
Well, a West Tennessee Police Department is now pushing back on calls to send National Guard troops to Shelby County. Memphis police say crime in their city has dropped to an historic 25-year low. The biggest drops, they say, are in property crimes. Murders are at a 6-year low. Memphis police credit strong partnerships with state and federal agencies. It was last month that an Air Canada passenger plane landed just short of a runway in Middle Tennessee. And now the NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, has now released its report on that incident. New images have been released showing where an Air Canada plane landed just short of a BNA runway last month. Now, these images were released showing where the plane landed short at Nashville's International Airport there in Davidson County. The NTSB report reveals that the pilots were facing heavy rain, and at one point they lost the runway. The NTSB report reveals the pilots were facing heavy rain and could not see. They landed about 52 feet short of the runway.